It was probably the ugliest game I watched out of all, because I watched a lot of football this weekend, a lot. It was the ugliest game I watched all weekend from both teams, right? Especially offensively. Both teams put on a defensive show, but offensively, from the Eagles' perspective, it was very anemic, very, very bland, very boring. It was unseasoned. You know what I mean? So I want to get y'all perspective on this thing before I really lay out how I view this thing in the macro. But LB, let's start with you, man. Let's start with you. When you were watching that game and the final result was the final result, walk me through some of your emotions, some of your instant reactions after the game, and then walk me through how you felt 24 to 48 hours later.
So I had two instant reactions after the game. First one was Kevin McCouba is a dog. That was the first thing I said. I was just blown away by Andrew McCouba. You know,
See,
I can't even wait. I can't even wait to get to Kevin. But Andrew McCouba is just a dog. You know what I mean? He's everything that all of my concerns that I had going into the season, he erased them. I ain't like Patrick Mahomes running him over, but then he bounced back and he hit somebody bigger than Pat. You know what I mean? And got that tackle for loss. He had a sack, the crucial interception that probably saved the game. He was always where he was supposed to be. We got our safety. Andrew McCouba could play. That's the end of that chapter right there. He's been making plays. He makes a play every time he's on the field. So I was cool with the defense. Also, Zadarius Smith came in. Ain't really played no training camp nowhere, do nothing like that. Automatically stepped up to the plate and looked like he belonged as a Philadelphia Eagle. Jordan Davis is continuing to still ball out. It's hard for me to keep judging Adoree Jackson because we really teams ain't really putting no points on us and exposing us for real. You know what I mean? Adoree Jackson is giving up a play or two here, but he ain't really getting like beat or cooked yet. So it's so hard for me to really have a beat out on him. But the defense was amazing. And then you get to the offensive side of the ball, and like the file is open now. First it was on the desk, now the file is open. I think it's more than open. I'm reading through the file. He's ass. He's not a great offensive coordinator. He's not a great play caller. Everybody's making fun of us. Everybody, and they should be. Tom Brady said our playbook was a Denny's menu. A Denny's menu. Matter of fact, a Waffle House menu. Waffle House might got more options.
No, Waffle House got a better menu than Denny's, if you ask me.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, Jesus Christ, they said we reading plays off a Denny's menu. A.J. Brown ran a slant from the same position 10 times. Like Spagnolia and these guys ain't smart enough. This is the Chiefs we talking about. The Chiefs. No answer for the blitz. Bland ass. Jalen Hurts saved them by not turning the ball over. Saved them. But then we seen Jalen Hurts get hit so damn hard. It's the hardest hit he ever took in his life. And I blame the play calling.
He got speared. I never seen nothing like that before in my life with him. Never.
Bruh, feet in the air, legs out. Feet in the air, legs out, looking like the Jordan sign. My quarterback ain't supposed to look like that. My quarterback ain't supposed to go out looking like no freaking midair. Legs all up, swinging around, getting dumped on his ass. No, that's for Daniel Jones, Dak Prescott, guys like that. Jalen Hurts ain't supposed to go out. Look, I was disgusted by the offense, to say the least. The play calling, the timing of the plays was ass too. Because when we called the play that we should call against the blitz, we called it against coverage. Then when we called the play that we should call against coverage, we called it against a blitz. It's like no feel for the game, no finesse. Bro, stop hiring. Man, I'm pissed off about this offense. A.J. Brown, I can't even blame these guys and say man up or suck it up. We didn't throw a passing touchdown yet this year. And you know what really bothers me the most about it, y'all, is that we've seen these guys put belt to ass on the offense. These guys can do it, but they're being told not to do it. Nobody in the building is smart enough to get the Ferrari on the highway and make it go 80. We got a Ferrari and we going 20 miles an hour. And for all the people that's about to say it's just week 2, shove it up your ass with that, because I'm trying to repeat. And that starts now. So I don't even want to hear that in the chat that it's just week 2. Shove that one right up your ass. I don't care what week it is. You can't be coming out here looking like that. We the defending champs with A.J. Brown, Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts, and our quarterback in the air with his legs open, looking like he's shooting an X-rated film. Stop it, man. Here go the foul. They go to foul. That's all I gotta say, bro. I'm sorry, y'all, but
Hey,
I was
Symone.
upset.
No, you good. You good. I'm glad you got it off your chest now. So that was your instant reaction. Is that the same as is your 24 to 48 hour reaction still similar?
Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed.
Understood.
I don't care what he said in the press conference. I don't care what he talking about. I didn't watch it. Nothing's changed.
I didn't watch it either, personally, to your point. So
and Seth Joyner, that's my guy. I tried to hit Seth up. Seth like, oh, it's week 2. I gotta tell Seth that no, stop saying that shit, Seth. Nothing's changed.
So Symone,
the guy been in the building. He been in the building. Last thing, he been in the building, Jalen, whole career. You don't know how to use him? Get him out of here, man.
Symone, your turn. What you got for me?
My initial reaction was victory, because at the end of the day, I won a football game. Okay, so I like to enjoy my wins. We only have 17 weeks of football regular season. We get more, of course, with the Birds, but it's only a few weeks of these. You only get 20 some games a year. Okay, so when I win 1 out of 20 days out of 365 days of the year, I do like to enjoy my win. So obviously my initial reaction, my still reaction is being happy. I mean, my football team won this week. A lot of people can't say that. We're 18-1 in the last 19 games. Our defense is what was key for the Super Bowl team, and our defense, despite losing a bunch of pieces, is still carrying that mantle this year. We now have 39 turnovers in the last 19 games where we're 18-1. Big question coming into this season was what that defense going to look like after losing so many pieces. And we see guys stepping up. We see guys stepping in. CJ Gardner-Johnson, shoot, we not even saying that name no more because the replacement, Andrew Mukuba, came in, sit right down, getting them picks that CJ would have got. You got Jahai Campbell, rookie, coming in, stepping up from the Kobe Dean, who had a phenomenal year last year. You got Zadarius Smith, no camp, coming out, getting pressure early. So this, if this team is going to go, the defense got to be locked in. And that's what we're seeing early. The haters all off season, haters said, y'all defense ain't G. Y'all defense about to fall off. Y'all lost everybody on defense. That's what the haters was hoping for from this Eagles team this year, and that's not the case with the defense. So I'm very pleased with the defense. Still not even 100%. Jalen Carter not even fully healthy. We don't even know what we got going on at cornerback 2 right now. So even with a lot of questions on the defense, they're still biting down. Obviously, the offense, very conservative, a lot of run plays. Too early, every first down, run play on every gosh darn 1st and 10, twice on 3rd and long. We handed it off to Saquon. So obviously the offense gotta be more explosive. We need to be going downfield way more. But at the end of the day, I mean, we won the football game. Defense still leading the charge. We win in the turnover battle, doing what we got to do. So I mean, shoot.
Yeah. Oh, Symone, was that it for you?
Mm-hmm.
So my instant reaction was similar. My instant reaction was, okay, you won the game. You won the game. You on the road, a tough environment at Arrowhead. This team knows you very well. This will be your 5th time playing in the past 5 years. And you're coming off of just smacking them in the Super Bowl. So they got a chip on their shoulder from that. They started their season 0-1. So they're feeling desperate because that's not a position they're used to being in. And you went up against a highly motivated Chiefs team that's looking to change the narrative. And in a sense, you put the nail in the coffin and you set them back 0-2. And you start the season 2-0, despite your deficiency. So that's something that does make you feel good about the team. You're 2-0. Secondly, your defense is playing very well. Obviously, outside of that first half with the Cowboys, for the most part, that defense has been playing very, very well. They shot the Cowboys in the second half, and they made Patrick Mahomes look very uncomfortable. The only offense they were able to generate the entire game was Patrick Mahomes going off script, scrambling for 10 yards, 8 yards, 15 yards there. So they really struggled to generate a consistent source of offense. And obviously they were without Xavier Worthy and Rashee Rice, and they don't really have a running game. And their offensive line is still developing. They got a rookie at left tackle. But I felt pretty good about the defense's ability to handle a quarterback of the caliber of Patrick Mahomes, right? Now, Zadarius Smith, another guy, stood out to me. First game, I mean, he make the defensive line just look bigger. Like you just see how he moves on the defense side of the ball. He was in on every play. Jordan Davis played well. Cooper Dejean played well. Nolan Smith had a great game, especially in run defense. I think the Philadelphia Eagles did a phenomenal job just scraping the lanes and just playing really well on defense. Andrew McCouba, I mean, game saving pick. I think he could have took it to the house if he probably would have cut inside. But regardless, though, he took it 40-plus yards, setting up the offense. Overall, I have nothing really bad to say about the defense. I think the defense, like last year, will probably be the best side of the ball for the Eagles. At least at this point to prove otherwise. Now let's get to the offensive side. I'll be honest. I was disgusted. From what I saw in that game offensively. I rewatched it. I watched some of the film. And look, I'm not down there. I'm not in the head of the quarterback. I don't know what his first read or his second or his third read is. I don't. But there were moments where I felt like he could have hit A.J. Brown sooner in his route, but he didn't. He waited too long for whatever reason. Spags blitzed Jalen Hurts more than he's blitzed any other quarterback over the past several years. I think he blitzed Hurts on like 60% of his dropbacks or something like that. It was something crazy. So Spags really emptied the clip on Jalen, and Jalen only had an average of 2.11 seconds to throw the ball, so he really didn't have no time to really diagnose what was happening. Nonetheless, that doesn't excuse Kevin Patullo's performance. I'm going to hold Kevin Patullo accountable, despite me having a different length of leash. I know LB's leash is significantly shorter than mine.
He got about a collar. He ain't even got a leash on that day.
He don't got no leash.
He got about a collar.
He's a straight dog avoiding traffic. He's not on the leash.
Exactly.
Hit by a car at any time.
Exactly. So my leash is significantly longer than LB's right now. But based on what I saw in that game, you got to be looking at him sideways. You got to be looking at him funny in the light, because there's no way that offense should look that inept, that limited with that type of talent. You got Jalen Hurts at quarterback. You got Saquon at running back, A.J. Brown, Devontae, so on and so forth. Yes, you were without Dallas Goedert, but you shouldn't look that inept. I don't think the offensive line has been playing well the past couple games. I just don't. But if I'm really going to take it a step further, I want to start putting a microscope on these tight ends that can't block to save their fucking life. They can't. The first play of the game. I think first play of the game.
I'll let you.
Yeah, my bad. First play of the game. Jalen Hurts had A.J. Brown touchdown. It's a touchdown. All he need is time. Tight ends can't pick up their blocks. And Jalen Hurts running for his life. Ball fall out of his hands. Thank God it had the right bounce, and Grant Calcaterra recovered it. But, dog, Colin Grant and Grant Calcaterra can't block. They put Cameron Latu in the game. You see Latu blocking his ass off. So I'm seeing the issues with the blitz pickup from the tight ends. But Kevin Patullo, I'm seeing A.J. Brown running the same route. The same. Like I probably could count on one hand how many routes I saw in that game. I could probably count on one hand. I'm seeing Smitty and AJ. If it's not a comeback, it's a slant. If it's not a slant, it's a go ball. If it's not a go ball, it's an out route. And they're running them from the same positions. It's no variations, no creativity. They're not stressing the defense in any way or form. And it was a point in the game where I'm asking myself, yo, we force feeding AJ. We trying to force feed these guys. Like it's there's no rhythm, there's no flow, there's no pace. I'm not sensing the cohesiveness of this play calling right now.
It was trash.
I'll end my point with this. Although I'm highly critical of Kevin Patullo right now, I want to remind myself and remind other people that ultimately who the Eagles are today are not who they're going to be week 8, week 10, week 12. I expect them to be significantly better offensively. I think the defense is on the right track. I think the defense is only going to get better. They're clearly picking up the vengeance. They clearly remember that Fangio's game from last year, and it's translating to the following season. Remember, they struggled to kind of master it the first 4 weeks, and then they finally got it by week 5, week 6, week 7. But offensively, I expected more from this team. The defense is clearly ahead of them. I'm giving my mindset is, and this is my personal mindset, I'm not trying to convince nobody. I'm not trying to change nobody's mind. What I personally need before I make my sweeping declaration of a person or a player or a coach, I need a 4-game sample size, because that's how I look at the season. I break the season down into 4-game increments. So that's just me. I'm not trying to change nobody's mind. I'm not trying to change nobody's mind. but you 2-0 and you got things to figure out. So
people don't understand, Tone. People don't understand how close we are to being 0-2 though.